Hello my loves, it's your girl Cleo and welcome back to another great video. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about my UCAS process and just breaking down the application a little bit for some of you who have any questions if you're going into your first year or your first time applying through UCAS. I will put out a disclaimer here. My experience will always be different from your experience, who will be different from your friend's experience, who will be a different experience from someone 5 years ago. No one's UCAS experience is ever the same. It could be difficult or it could be a different situation. For example, my one, I didn't have to put in GCSE scores. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go right into it. Okay, so how the actual application works. When you're applying, the easiest way to do it is to apply through UCAS. For any of my American people that are watching this video who probably don't even really care about this video, UCAS is kind of like the Common App, or My Coalition, I believe, and it's basically one site where you can apply to all the schools that you want to apply to in different programs all at the same time, because it's all through the same application and you just only have to pay one fee. So how it works is that you first have your school info, that's basically where you went to school and all of that, where you have worked, and then your personal statement and your references. At one point in between there, you do have to input your GCSE scores and I believe your A-level scores. Don't quote me on that. That stuff can be dealt with super duper quickly. First time I applied through UCAS back in 2017, I did not complete that application, and I'm kind of happy that I did not, because then I wouldn't be in the situation I am right now, or in the same mind frame. Sometimes I am kicking myself that I didn't do it. But so starting off with your school info, I put basically the school that my transcripts came from, and then second, you can put places that you have worked so they can see if you've worked while you were in school or if you're a very studious student, all that fun stuff. Number three, your personal statement. So your personal statement can sometimes be very daunting, but honestly, once you get into the swing of it, and on the website during your application they even throw in many videos on how to get the perfect personal statement. And for my personal statement, all they really want to know is why you want to do that program. Comparing that to American applications, they kind of want a story, and it's kind of weird because I do like the format of being able to just, this is basically why I want to apply for this program and why I really want to be in this degree. I think that's pretty cool because compared to American applications, they're more like, what is the hardest thing you've ever had to do and how'd you overcome it? And it's kind of just like more like a problem solving thing, and I don't get how like some things would compare to if I do an essay about this, how that can determine why I'm going into the field that I'm going into. I just kind of find that to be weird. So I really do enjoy personal statements. My one was pretty long, and I'm kind of happy that it was pretty long because they don't want it to be too lengthy or too wordy, but they do want to know who you are. And then your reference/referee, I didn't put one, so I don't think that's that big of a deal personally, but again, your situation could be different, and then you would put that in afterwards, and then you basically sign it and you pay. I think my one cost about £20. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. My stat/timeline. So I started my application the 13th of March in 2020, and to be exact, the next day after that was when they announced that my program was ending early, and that was Friday the 13th that I did that application. And it sends you a notification saying, hi, we see that you signed up, here's your temp password, go back, make a new password, and then you're good to go. And then you can go in and out and whenever, because I suggest not doing it all at once and to take breaks in between, because it could get very, very stressful and like scary at some points, but not too scary where it hides you away, but it could get stressful at some points, so don't really worry about that too much. That's why I like to take, like, each section I took a break. So after my schools I took a break, after I did my work I did a break, and then my personal reference, I made my personal reference outside of UCAS, and then I just copied and pasted it in, and then I didn't do my referee. So yeah, so I started on the 13th of March, but I didn't submit it until the 20th of March 2020. I applied to 2 schools, but I applied 3 or 4 programs. I believe the most you can apply to is 4 programs, but it can be 2 programs at the same school or 1 program from each school. I wasn't really stressed out because with COVID and everything, especially in my degree, it is very scary on when you'll know when you'll get information going back and forth, and most schools need to have a audition, and I was prepared to send in virtual auditions, which I did for my first school. I did a virtual audition, and then I got my first conditional offer. And a difference between conditional and unconditional offers: a conditional offer is like, yeah, we'll give you your offer, but you have to provide us with this. So for example, since I didn't do my GCSEs, they wanted a 1040 on my SATs or a 28, I believe, on my ACTs. That's an example of a conditional offer. But I do believe that one of my friends, their conditional offer was that they needed at least B's on their GCSEs. They were an overachiever and got straight A's. The 1st of June was when I got all of my offers from that school. And I believe the first offer I got was... My first offer I got the 10th of April was when I got my first conditional offer, and that was from the same school. But since that was my first school that I got anything from, my last offer came in the 1st of June 2020. And then the second school that I applied to, which was Greenwich, I got my first offer back in April, but that one was unsuccessful, which was understandable. That program, I wasn't really sure if I could really even audition because it was a professional level one, and it's actually with their partner school that degree was being handled, and so I thought it was best that I should not do that program anyway, but it would have been fun. But on the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo, I got my unconditional offer, which when it's unconditional, you don't have anything to worry about. It's just like they just want you to accept, and then you're all good. I don't know where it ended because my camera battery died. Let me backtrack a little bit because I think I got the numbers wrong. I got the last of my school's offers from the first school on the 1st of June 2020, and they were both conditional offers. I believe my first offer came in May-ish, ending of May. I don't have that email anymore. I don't know why. Got my unconditional offer from Greenwich on the 15th of May 2020, and then I made my firm decision on the 1st of June 2020. And I will say, one thing that I did not know is that you are unable to make your decision until all your decisions come back. So basically, let's say you have your dream college gives you your offer. It's unconditional, and you're still waiting for 3 more. You have to wait for those 3 offers to come through. I just waited, and then on the 1st of June, I made my firm decision, making Greenwich my home. I will say UCAS does give a lot of frustrating moments, but I feel applying to basically the start of your life towards anything would be stressful, so I do see why it would be. But honestly, not gonna lie, wouldn't change my experience. I will say, because I feel like it took longer because of the current pandemic, I applied when it was like at the height, when people were really getting laid off and not having jobs, so it did make sense for why mine was basically delayed. But all things happen, and everything will come to its correct position. So looking back, I don't think I should have stressed as much, because I knew that everything was gonna be fine no matter what. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have any questions regarding UCAS or anything, just go ahead and hit me up on Instagram or on Twitter and on TikTok sometimes. I think it's fun over there too. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and press the happy subscribe button and press the notification bell. While you're at it, when you're clicking the notification bell, click the option that says all, so you get notified for all of my videos. And while you're at it, go ahead and press the like button. It helps both myself out and it helps you guys out with YouTube figuring out your algorithm. I almost said TikTok, lol. And if you guys haven't already, here's all my social medias. They'll be posted right here. If you guys ever have a question, just go ahead and hit me up right on there. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next brand new video. Bye. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.